on a public holiday. I know what it means, and it's an indulgence which I would say I have not taken for granted at all. I'm happy I'm able to leverage on our relationship of almost 40 years. Nobody can do without the press. And this is a responsible press. I appreciate you. You are most welcome. This is a press statement issued by my humble self on the National Justice Sector Summit 2024. And I do so, as you know, to my right is the indefatigable president of the Nigerian Bar Association. The height is enough to give me the required circle. The Federal Ministry of Justice, alongside the Nigerian Bar Association, the NBA, and the National Judicial Council NJC, is set to host a highly anticipated national summit on justice from April 24 to April 25, 2024, to address critical challenges in the justice sector. The theme of the summit, which will hold at the auditorium of the National Judicial Institute, otherwise known as NJI, in Abuja, is, quote, the repositioning of justice system, constitutional, statutory, and operational reforms for access and efficiency, unquote. His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, will be declaring the event open on April 24. This critical event seeks to address the significant challenges plaguing the Nigerian justice sector and pave the way for much-needed reforms that will make justice more accessible to all Nigerians. It will bring together experts, legal professionals, and key stakeholders from across the country to engage in constructive discussions and develop practical solutions that prioritize the justice needs of the average Nigerian. The National Summit on Justice presents a unique opportunity to collectively tackle the pressing issues hindering the efficient, fair, and people-centered delivery of justice in our nation. The Joint Planning Committee, established by the Federal Ministry of Justice and the Nigerian Bar Association, headed by the chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association Judiciary Committee, Dr. Babatunde Ajibade, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, has assembled a remarkable group of speakers and panelists to share their invaluable knowledge and expertise and proffer constructive solutions to making the justice sector more efficient and accessible to all Nigerians. Notably, the summit will feature a keynote address by Dr. Willie Mutunga, EGH, a renowned legal scholar, jurist, and former Chief Justice of Kenya, celebrated for his commitment to democratic principles and human rights and for the transformative judicial reforms that took place in Kenya under his watch. One of the summit's goals is to review, validate, and adopt the revised national policy on justice sector 2024-2028 to drive prison reforms, access to justice for average Nigerians, as well as the review of electoral laws and procedures in handling election-related cases, among several other reforms. This comprehensive policy document outlines a broad framework and initiative in 17 thematic areas aimed at reforming the justice sector to enhance its effectiveness and accessibility to all Nigerians, ensuring that justice is not just a privilege for the few, but a right for all. The policy aims to address various challenges within the legal framework, seeking to promote social cohesion, foster economic development, and foster good governance. Furthermore, the summit will deliberate on draft legislations proposed to address specific identified challenges within the justice sector, relating to the judicial appointment process, administration, funding, and budgeting for the judiciary, the elimination of delays and inefficiencies in justice delivery, and to evolve ways to reduce the amount of time for adjudication of cases, eliminate some of the associated technicalities, and reduce the number of cases getting to the Supreme Court. In this regard, we intend to look at a situation where many cases will terminate at the Court of Appeal to reduce the burden on our noble justices of the Supreme Court and to promote efficiency. These proposed laws are expected to serve as a catalyst for collective action and provide a guiding framework for relevant governmental institutions at both the national and subnational levels to establish an effective, efficient, and people-centered justice system. We cannot afford to remain complacent in the face of the obstacles impeding the efficient delivery of justice for all Nigerians. This summit presents an opportunity for us to unite our efforts, leverage our collective expertise, and chart a course forward towards a more just and equitable society. While physical participation at this summit is by invitation, virtual attendance will be open to all interested individuals who registered to attend virtually in order to allow for broader public engagement. As we prepare for this milestone event, we are hopeful that the National Summit on Justice will usher in a new era of positive change and progress in our justice sector, ensuring a fair, accessible, and efficient legal system that upholds the rule of law while safeguarding fundamental human rights of all. I want to thank you for coming. Assurances I have, I predicate on the willingness, the doggedness, and the courage of the man at the helm of affairs, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who has done it before and who is prepared to repeat it with greater vigor and vitality. I don't want to go into history, but you all know what he did when he was in Lagos. He's waiting for the report. All he wants is that we should aggregate our views and let him have these views. It will be concretized. And if you look at the money shows day, you can see some of the bold actions, decisions that the administration has taken since he came less than a year ago. So this one won't be any different from that one. Justice sector, like I said, is like preaching to a convert. He's a convert already, he's a Democrat. He knows what is required. It's widely traveled, highly cosmopolitan, so that is what he wants for Nigeria, and it is our duty to also help him to achieve this with your support. And I cannot get a better or more ready support than the one that you have been giving us. Please continue to give us. The taste of the pudding is in the eating. When we are through, you will see the direction of things. But I know that people-centered justice system is what we have in mind. Thank you very much.
You are really, really proud of, and who also is privileged to be the Attorney General of the Federation. You declare that you are a chief. You will have no option but to accept. Thank you. So I would henceforth be referred to chief, and with the endorsement of the fourth estate of the realm, there is no one that would take that title away from me. Like it's been said, this Justice Sector Summit is being organized by the Federal Ministry of Justice under the leadership of our big brother, Prince Fagbemi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Attorney General of the Federation, in partnership with the Nigerian Bar Association. Like you all know, the Nigerian Bar Association is part of the stakeholders of the building of this nation. And the judiciary cannot, by any stretch of imagination, be toyed with, cannot be treated with levity, and that is why, under the leadership of the Honorable Attorney General, he has given profound attention to the issues of the judiciary, understanding the critical nature of the judiciary in every democratic setting. I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming for this press briefing. We know that the invitation of the Honorable Attorney General pulled you out of your comfort. You are supposed to be relaxing somewhere because of the public holiday that has been declared. I say to you that Muslims Eid Mubarak. I pray that God Almighty will continue to keep us in good health and strength to experience many more of Salah celebrations. And I also pray for each and every one of us as we go on doing our jobs. God will help us to continue to showcase Nigeria in the light that would let people know the potentials that we have, and that this is a great country. Potentially, we may not be having the experience that we need to have, but we have whatever it takes to actually translate into a great country. And the judiciary is one arm of government that will help us do that. And that is why this reform is important. This reform is imperative. And as the Honorable Minister has thanked you for the support that we enjoy, we call on you to continue to support this process. And someday, by the special grace of God, we would have a judiciary that will dispense justice in the manner that all of us desire to have for the benefit of this country. So I thank you so very much for coming. We will continue to support justice sector reform, and we will not leave you to rest. We will place demands on you to help this process come to fruition, so that all of us, like the press statement said, would have a judiciary that will serve the needs of Nigerians. Thank you so very much, and go.
When we came on board, the issue of salary increments for judges and justices.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.